A lot of people are freaking out about Prime. The public, the parents, even the politicians are speaking out against it.
New York Senator Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to investigate the energy drink Prime.
Schools are now banning Prime. Even entire countries are banning them. I mean, is this drink really that bad? What does the science say? Is it safe for children? How about adults? Well, we're gonna answer these questions and more in today's video. Oh, I'm also gonna try Prime for the first time, so stay tuned for that. By the way, my name is Jamal Mohoza. I'm a scientist and an assistant professor of biochemistry. For those unfamiliar, Prime is a drink company created by YouTube influencers KSI and Logan Paul. And thanks to their huge following and heavy marketing, Prime has become one of the fastest growing drink companies in the world. They have made partnerships with UFC, Arsenal, FC Barcelona, just to name a few. You can find Prime in stores across the US, the UK, Australia, and beyond. A lot of people are buying this stuff. Reports say that they've made $250 million in their first year. That's a lot of money. But recently, they've run into a lot of trouble. And this comes from claims that their drinks are not safe for children, especially since a large portion of their audience is under the age of 18. Critics also say that their advertisements about what's in these drinks is either wrong or misleading. I want to see if these drinks are safe to consume. And I also want to see if they are a good source for rehydration after exercise, because that's their main claim. Now, before we get into that, there are two different versions of Prime: Prime Hydration and Prime Energy. Let's start with Prime Hydration. This has received a lot of criticisms, and this mainly comes from the claims that this is not really a hydration drink. This is supposed to be a drink to replace Gatorade and other sports drink, and critics are saying that that is not true. But if you look at a Prime drink, they'll tell you that they have electrolytes and some vitamins, just like any other sports drink. They have sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and those are really important electrolytes in our body. And because of that, they've been making claims like this.
Let's start with sugar. Gatorade has 36 grams of sugar in it as opposed to Prime's 2 grams. That is a lot of sugar compared to not a lot of sugar. We're both electrolyte drinks. Gatorade has 350 milligrams of electrolytes and a bigger bottle, yet Prime doubles it with 825 milligrams of electrolytes. Honestly, there's no comparison.
There's no comparison? Really? Well, as they say, the devil is in the details. So let's look at electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals that are essential for your body. These are charged particles that your body uses to carry out a lot of processes. And we have 7 main ones in the body. We got sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chlorides, phosphates, and bicarbonates. These play major roles from muscle contraction to brain signal transmission, from enzyme function to bone growth. So these are really crucial for your body to function. But we lose a lot of electrolytes in sweat and also in urine, basically every time we lose water. And because of that, we need to consume electrolytes for our bodies to recover what we've lost, especially after a heavy workout. During heavy workouts, you can lose up to 4 liters of water along with a lot of electrolytes. But here's the thing, we don't lose all electrolytes in the same proportion. We mainly lose sodium much more than others. Sodium accounts for about 70% of all the minerals in sweat. But we also lose some chlorides, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, but not as much as sodium. I mean, there is a reason why your sweat tastes like salt. It is because of sodium. But to rehydrate the body, we need to add a lot of sodium plus other minerals that our bodies have lost. It has to be a similar proportion. Now, getting back to Prime, they claim that they have 825 milligrams of electrolytes. And that's a lot. This is compared to Gatorade that only has 325 milligrams. So that's good, right? But this is highly misleading. They give you this many milligrams of electrolytes, but if you look closely, you'll see that most of it is potassium and not sodium. They have 700 milligrams of potassium out of 825. So this has like 85% of potassium, and they only have 10 grams of sodium. That's almost nothing. If you look at Gatorade, they have 270 milligrams of sodium compared to only 10 of Prime. So just like Logan said,
honestly, there's no comparison.
We only lose about 20% of potassium in sweat. The rest of it is sodium. So we need more sodium than potassium. 10 milligrams of sodium will not do much. I promise you that. So I'll tell you right now, this much sodium and this much potassium will not be enough to replenish and hydrate your body. Actually, if you drink this on a regular basis, it can lead to sodium deficiency, which is called hyponatremia. And also a lot of potassium can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia as well. And these can be really dangerous in extreme cases. So even though the UFC is endorsing it and all the football players are pausing with it, I promise you that they are not drinking this stuff for their workout. No doctor, trainer, or nutritionist is going to recommend this for hydration. Let's also look at their sugar-free claim. They really are sugar-free, but they have sucralose. And this is Splenda, but for now, I'm gonna give this one to them. These drinks are really sugar-free and sucralose is still healthier than sugar. Now, let's talk about Prime Energy. This is the one a lot of people are complaining about, and it is mainly because of its caffeine content. It has 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's like 2 or 3 cups of coffee. That's a lot of caffeine. Now, caffeine is okay to drink as long as you don't drink a lot of it and you don't drink it at night. But if not used correctly, caffeine can affect your sleep, but it can also affect your heart rate, blood pressure, and other health conditions, especially if you're young. There are even cases of caffeine overdose. The bottom line is that this is too much caffeine for young people. I wouldn't recommend this for anybody under 18. So that is Prime Energy. But how does it compare to other energy drinks? My go-to is Red Bull. This has fewer milligrams of caffeine, about 160. This is less than 200 milligrams, but it is still high. And Logan Paul recently made a great point about other drinks having high caffeine levels.
It's 200 milligrams of caffeine, and that's nothing revolutionary or out of the ordinary. It's the same amount as Gatorade's Fast Twitch. It's the same amount as Celsius, and even less. 100 milligrams less than Bang Energy.
So there are so many other drinks that are as bad, if not worse. I think people are picking on Prime Energy because I think it's popular, but my recommendation is still the same. Whether it's Prime Energy or any of these other energy drinks, be careful how much you consume and at what time of the day you consume it. And if you're under 18, stay away from it. So in my professional opinion, Prime Energy is not safe for children, and adults should also be careful. When it comes to Prime Hydration, I think it's safe for kids and adults, but it's just not a hydration or a sports drink. It doesn't have enough electrolytes in it to be a proper hydration drink. Now for the real test. I'm gonna try Prime for the first time. You ready? Okay. It's actually good. I like it. I didn't know I was gonna like it. I was ready to say that it tastes horrible, but I'm not gonna be a hater. It tastes pretty good. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.